Hey, Michaela, nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, so is this your first time coming to counseling or?
Yeah, it is. I'm kind of a little nervous about it, but
Of course, it can be scary doing something that you haven't really done, you
yeah,
know?
the unknown, I guess.
Yeah, totally. I mean, it's normal to feel that fear and kind of not know what to expect.
Hmm.
Well, one of the things that we typically happens when you start counseling is we give these assessments or like tests just to kind of see, what areas you're struggling with and what areas you're not struggling with. So, like today, we're just going to do a depression questionnaire. You've probably done it at your doctor's office before. We're going to do an anxiety one. And we're also going to do a substance use assessment, and we do these for everyone that comes in for the first time.
Okay.
Okay, so it's nothing to be um, too nervous about, right? Do you
Mhm.
have any questions or thoughts before we kind of jump into it?
Not really.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, what we'll do, we'll start with it's called the Beck Anxiety Inventory, and that's just going to kind of see if anxiety is something that you're struggling with or not.
Okay.
Um, so I'm going to list several different symptoms that are common with anxiety. And then you're going to give me either a 0, 1, 2, or 3. Okay. And 0 is like none. You haven't had that symptom at all today or in the past week or in the past couple weeks. Okay. And then 1 is like mild, but it didn't really, the symptom didn't really bother you that much. 2 is like moderate, like it was, unpleasant at sometimes, but not severe. And then 3 is like it severely bothered me. That's
Okay.
something that you really notice is causing you distress in your day, right? So, do you
Hmm.
have any questions on how the numbers work?
No, so zero is like none at all, and
Yep,
three is a lot.
yep, yep. And then 1 and 2 is kind of one's mild and 2 is just moderate.
Okay.
Um, you'll indicate how much time you've been bothered by that symptom in the past month, including today.
So it's
Okay.
just the last month.
In the last month, yep, including today here.
Okay.
Okay, so we will, since we're doing a Skype session, what we'll do is you can just say the number, so and then I will mark it for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, so the first symptom in the past month or today, Michaela, have you felt any numbness or tingling?
Mm, yesterday in my hands.
Yes.
Hmm.
And would you say how bothersome was that for you?
Well, it's annoying when I have to do things like writing in school and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Would you say it's like mild or like it didn't bother you that much, or was it um unpleasant at times?
I think I've gotten used to it, so I guess mild.
Okay. And what about feeling hot?
Mm, no. So not like a zero, not really usually hot.
0. Okay. And what about wobbliness in your legs or feeling unsteady?
Usually that happens when my hands get tingly too. So
Mm, yep.
I
That's
guess mild too, because I've kind of gotten used to that.
okay. Unable to relax.
Mm,
Having trouble winding down.
three.
3.
Yeah, I'm usually pretty fidgety and stuff.
Yeah, right. Fear of the worst happening.
Mm, often, not
Yep.
not every day, but like I don't know, every other day or so.
Okay, so um it sounds like it wasn't pleasant for you at times having that feeling.
Yeah, no, it wasn't pleasant.
Yeah. So would you say it was more like a 1 or 2?
Mm, two.
Yeah. Dizzy or lightheaded feeling?
Yeah, it happens at the same time that my hands get tingly and my legs get wobbly. That happens a lot.
And how would you say how much did it bother you? One is
Um,
mild, 2 is moderate, 3 is severe.
Probably a 2.
Okay. What about like your heart pounding or racing?
Yeah, that happens too. I'd probably say it's 2.
Yep. Okay. What about feeling unsteady?
Not so much. I'd probably say 1.
Okay. What about feeling terrified or really afraid?
Mm, I feel like I worry more than I get like afraid, so probably a 1.
Okay. What about feeling just overall nervous?
A lot. Probably 3.
Okay. What about like feeling like you're choking?
No, probably 0.
Okay. And it can sometimes feel like a lump in your throat,
Mhm.
you know? So a 0.
Yeah.
Okay. What about hands trembling?
Um, Probably it goes along with everything else. That happens a lot too. So probably a 3.
Yeah. And that's normal for those things to happen all together.
Okay.
Shaky or unsteady?
Um, nah, probably like a 1. Not as a whole.
Okay. Fear of losing control?
3.
Difficulty in breathing?
Yeah, that too. Probably like a 3.
Okay. Fear of die?
Mm, Probably like a 2. It comes when it's hard to breathe sometimes. Yeah, that comes into my mind.
Mm-hmm. What about just feeling scared? How often of the time do you feel scared?
Probably like 2.
Okay. And have you had any problems with indigestion or stomach issues?
I get like knots in my stomach when I get really nervous.
Yep.
So, and that happens kind of often too. I'd probably say 2.
Okay. And what about feeling faint or lightheaded?
Mm, Sometimes when my breathing gets really fast, I get lightheaded like that too. So I don't know, probably like a 2 again.
Okay. Yep. Face flushed?
No, 0.
Okay. Hot or cold sweats?
Mm, I get more cold versus hot
Mm-hmm.
um, every once in a while, so probably like 1.
Okay. Awesome. And so what we'll do usually with these assessments, so you're all done with the anxiety mode, what we usually do is after the session today, I'll kind of go through and add up and see, where you kind of lean on the scale of how often the anxiety or depression or substance use is causing you issues. And we'll kind of go over that in the next session, okay? Because I want to make sure we have enough time to really talk about it. And I want to get your perspective on your thoughts on the assessment results too, or if they seem accurate or not. Does
Hmm.
that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. So what we'll go ahead and do, Michaela, is we'll go on to the depression inventory. Okay. How you doing so far?
I'm still kind of nervous and anxious.
Yeah.
Yeah, my palms are a little sweaty, but I'm good.
Yeah. It's normal to be a little anxious.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're just taking a deep breath just for a minute, just to stop and kind of just acknowledge the anxiety, but take a big breath. Breathe in, kind of breathe in for 3. Breathe out and just kind of shake it out, right? Anxiety can make us feel kind of wobbly.
Yeah.
All right, so depression inventory. So this is going to be very similar to the anxiety one you just did.
Mhm.
Have you ever done the depression? back to pressure with
Once,
your doctor or anything like that?
once when I was at my doctor's a while ago,
Yeah.
I think they made me do.
Yeah. It's a common assessment. Like I said, we do it with everyone, so no need to feel nervous, and there's no right or wrong answer on these tests either. It's something that, you answer it to the best of your ability, and that's all you need to do.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be 21 different questions. Sounds like a lot, but it's not as bad as what you think.
Okay.
Um, there's going to be 21 different, statements, and I'm going to read them to you. And you're going to pick out one statement in each of the groups that best describes the way you've been feeling in the past 2 weeks, including today.
Okay.
So this one's a little different than the anxiety one, right?
Yeah.
This is in the past 2 weeks, so it's a little more recent.
Okay.
And then it's going to be 0, 1, 2, or 3. And if several of the statements seem to apply to you, then you're going to choose the highest number. Okay. Since we're doing this over Skype, you're not able to circle them on your own. So 0 is none, 1 is like mild, 2 is moderate, and 3 is severe.
Okay.
So we'll kind of go off that, and then you can let me know which one. If you need me to read some of the statements off to you, you let me know, because since we're doing it online, it's a little different than if we're in person.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Okay. So if I come to 1 and you're like, I'm not sure what number I am, I can read them to you.
Okay. Yeah.
So 0, 1, 2, or 3. So in the past 2 weeks or today, Michaela, have you felt sadness at all?
No.
Okay, not at all. What about pessimistic or feeling like discouraged about your future?
Sometimes when I worry a lot, so like 1.
Yeah, 1. Do you
Yeah.
feel more discouraged than you used to be about
Yeah.
your future? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you expect things to work out at all for you? Do you have any hope for the future?
Yeah. Right.
Okay. Yeah. Um,
Good to be hopeful.
yeah. Yeah, definitely. Um, do you feel like a failure at all? Any feelings of you feeling like a failure?
Sometimes. Yeah. Not a lot, but sometimes. So like 1, I guess a 1.
Like a 1? Yeah. Okay. What about feeling like you don't enjoy things that you used to like to do? Loss of pleasure at all?
Yeah. Like probably a 1 again.
Okay. So you're not liking things, enjoying things as much as you used to, it sounds like.
Yeah, no. Not
Yeah.
when I get nervous, which happens a little more than it used to.
Yeah. What are some of the things you used to enjoy doing?
Um, well, I like to used to like go out with friends a lot, and go, backpacking outdoors and whatnot, but I haven't really done that in a while. I tend to kind of stay home a little more and I like to read now and stay home and kind of watch a movie by myself or something.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, so it's a big difference.
Yeah.
Seems lately. Yep.
Yeah.
Um, any feelings of guilt at all?
Yeah, sometimes like a little bit. Like I do know that like my friends say they miss me sometimes and they wish that I would come out more. So I feel a little guilty when I don't want to do that.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So do you feel guilty over many things that you've done or should have done, with your friends? It sounds like.
Yeah.
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 What about punishment feelings? Like feeling like you're being punished, um,
No.
or feel that you may be punished?
No.
So for an example, a 0 would be I don't feel I am being punished, or 1 is I feel I may be punished.
No, I'd say 0.
Okay. Um, what about what about confidence? Do you feel like you feel the same way about yourself as you used to, or have you lost some of your confidence?
I'd say I'd lost some of my confidence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you feel disappointed in yourself at all, or?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes I think that I'm tough on myself with
Right.
some of the changes that have happened.
hmm Do you ever feel like you dislike yourself entirely?
Not entirely. No, I don't think that. I mean, sometimes I get down on myself, but I don't think I'm that mean.
Okay. Yeah. Um, do you find that you're more critical of yourself than you used to be?
Yeah.
hmm
Yeah.
Do you feel like you criticize yourself for all of your faults or for everything that happens to you, or do you feel like it's a little more mild than that?
No, definitely mild. It's just every
Okay.
once in a while.
Every once in a while. So a one.
Yeah, one.
Um, what about thoughts of hurting yourself or harming yourself in any way?
No, zero.
Okay. What about crying? Any periods of crying at all in the past month or today?
Probably like 2 times in the last month.
Okay. So do you cry more than you used to, for an example, or
No,
okay, so you don't cry any more than you used to.
no.
Okay, so that'd be like a zero.
Okay, just a good cry every once in a while, or
Yeah,
watching a sad
which
movie or
you
something.
know what? That's called being human, right?
Exactly.
If it's no more than what you've usually done, then we would say zero because, but if it's more than usual, then we'd want to say a one, right? So, do you feel restless or like wound up more than usual?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Um, do you feel like it's hard to stay still because you're so wound up?
yeah. Even now, I feel really fidgety.
Okay. Do you feel like when you're restless or agitated that you have to keep moving or doing something?
Yeah,
Okay. So maybe I'd be like a three.
yeah,
So loss of interest. Have you lost interest in other people or activities?
yeah. The what I was saying earlier with like my friends, like I wish, I don't know, I just like staying home more now than being out with my friends.
Yes. Would you say you feel less interested in other people or things than before, or you've lost most of your interest in other people or things, or is it hard to get interested in anything?
No, just less interested than I used to be.
Um, what about making decisions? Do you find it difficult to make decisions?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, more
I don't like
difficult than
making
usual?
decisions. Sorry?
Is it more difficult than usual?
Yeah, yeah. I don't like making decisions. They make me, sometimes they make me really like nervous, and my hands get sweaty, and
Yeah.
it's hard.
So would you say so? So one would be I find it more difficult to make decisions than usual. Two is I have much greater difficulty in making decisions than I used to. And three is I have trouble making my decisions.
I'd say three.
Yeah. Do you feel like do you consider yourself like worthwhile and useful?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I think
So
I'm,
no feelings of, feeling worthless or
no.
okay. What about your energy level, Michaela? Is your energy the same or is it any
I'd say
difficulty?
it's like lower than usual. Like
Okay.
part of the reason I don't want to go out is because I'm tired a lot.
Yep. So a one is I have less energy than I used to have. Two is I don't have enough energy to do very much. And three is I don't have enough energy to do anything.
Mm, I'd say a one because I still do stuff. It's just way less than I used to.
Right. Which is concerning for you, right? Because you're like, hey, you used to enjoy these things and
Yeah, and things are just changed a lot.
yeah, yeah, change is hard.
hmm
Absolutely. What about sleeping patterns, Michaela? Any difference? Um,
I think it's harder for me to go to sleep at night now than it
okay,
used to be, but I sleep through the night. It just takes me a long time to get to sleep.
okay. So, do you find that you sleep somewhat more than usual or less than usual or a lot
Probably,
more?
probably like less than usual because it takes me a while to get to sleep, but I still get up in the morning. It just takes me forever to go to sleep.
Okay. Mm. And irritability, Michaela, have you found that you get irritable or, more than usual?
Just a little bit now, more than I used to, but I think that probably has to do with not getting as much sleep.
Yeah, totally. That sleep's really important. What about any change in your appetite? Is it somewhat less than usual or no change?
I feel like it's less than it used to be because now I get like more often I get like knots in my stomach than I used to.
Yes. Do you find it's somewhat less, much less, or like you have no appetite at all?
Like somewhat less.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
when that happens, I don't really have an appetite. So
hmm Okay. What about concentrating, Michaela? Are you able to concentrate well, or you can't concentrate as well?
I can't concentrate as well either.
Okay.
It's definitely been affected.
Uh-huh. Do you find it's hard to keep your mind on anything for very long?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it usually wanders pretty quickly.
Can you concentrate on some things?
Yeah, I think if the material is more interesting, then it's easier for me to concentrate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
What about feeling tired or fatigued with the less sleep,
Yeah.
tiredness or fatigue? Are you no more tired or fatigued than usual? Do you get more tired or fatigued more easily or?
I'd say I'm more tired, more tired and fatigued than usual.
Okay. Do you find that you're too tired or fatigued to do a lot of the things you used to do?
Than I used to do, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're too tired? So a 2 would be I'm too tired or fatigued to do a lot of the things I used to. A 3 is I'm too tired or fatigued to do most of the things I used to.
Um, the second one.
Yeah. And then have you had any loss of interest in sex or like being with a partner or?
Yeah, it's just not as interesting to me
Yeah,
now.
right. Um, so a 0 is so a 1 is I'm less interested in sex than I used to be. A 2 is I'm much less interested, and
Just
3 is I've lost interest in sex completely.
I'd say one.
Okay, great. You got through the depression inventory. So
Yay.
again, we'll go over the results when you come in next week too.
Okay.
All right, one more, Michaela. You're doing a great job. How are
Thanks.
you feeling?
I less nervous, I guess, than I was in
Yeah.
the beginning.
Good. Good. Yeah, you're getting to be a seasoned pro now.
Something like that.
So I have a therapy dog right here
You
who,
do.
who wants to say hello.
Oh, what's his name?
Tucker.
Hi, Tucker.
Tucker, you want to say hi?
Hi, Tucker. Is that a
Uh,
black lab?
mhm.
Oh, I
Yeah,
used to
yeah,
have
border
black
collie.
lab puppies when I was little.
Oh, they're the best.
Yeah.
He keeps looking at me like,
Are you done yet?
yeah. Play
Me.
with me.
Yeah.
You forgot about me? No, I didn't, bud. Go lay down. Um, so now we're gonna do the a substance use assessment. Like I said, Michaela, we do this for everyone. And this one's called the audit. And it's just going to be like 10 quick questions on if any risk of, like, if alcohol is any issue to you or anything like that. Okay.
hmm
Um, how often do you feel like you have a drink containing alcohol? So 0 is never, 1 is monthly or less, 2 is 2 to 4 times a month. 3 is 2 to 3 times a week, and 4 is 4 or more times a week.
What was one?
Monthly or less.
Okay.
Yep.
So one.
Okay. Um, And number 2, how many drinks containing alcohol do you have on a typical day when you are drinking? Do you have 1 or 2, 3 or 4, 5
If
or 6?
if I drank, it's 1 or 2.
Okay. How often do you have 6 or more drinks on one occasion?
Never.
Never. Okay. How often during the past year have you found that you were not able to stop drinking once you started?
Are we talking 6 or more drinks? Because that's an issue, but
Right.
probably I don't have a problem once I start. No.
Okay. Um, how often? So you never have that issue, it sounds
No.
like.
No.
Okay. How often during the last year have you failed to do what was normally expected of you because of drinking?
Never.
Never. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Um, how often during the last year have you been unable to remember what happened the night before you had been drinking?
There was only one night. It was New Year's. I went out with some friends and I didn't feel very good the next day.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So less than monthly, it seems like that
Oh
happens for
yeah.
you? Okay.
Yeah.
How often in the last year have you needed an alcoholic drink first thing in the morning to kind of
Never.
get yourself going? Never. How often during the past year have you had a feeling of guilt or remorse after drinking?
None.
None.
No.
Have you or someone else been injured as a result of your drinking?
No.
Okay, that's good.
Only my pride.
Only your pride. Has a relative, friend, doctor, or someone, other health professional expressed concerns about your drinking or suggested you cut down?
No.
Okay. Awesome. So we're all done with the substance use assessment. So we're all done with everything that you needed to do. So I know that you were feeling a little anxious at the beginning of the session, but it sounds like you're kind of feeling okay now.
Yeah.
Awesome. Um, and do you find, Michaela, like because you said you have some anxiety sometimes. Do you ever feel like you get disoriented to like where you're at or like to time or anything like that?
No, not
Or
really.
oriented in a day?
Yeah, I'm pretty aware of where I am and
Okay.
what's going on.
Yeah. And do you feel like you ever like, you know, see things or hear things that aren't really there or, anything like that?
No.
Okay. Awesome. Um, and have you had any trouble recently with like memory or concentration at all?
Just concentration.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, not so much like memory like what happened, but more just concentration,
Okay. Yeah.
paying attention.
Yeah. And do you feel like, do you feel like you're able to make safe decisions for yourself, or like if you were put in a situation you were able to make good judgment call that would be safe for you?
Yeah, I don't like making decisions, but when I have to, I think
Okay.
I make good decisions.
Okay. Um, awesome. And do you find like, sometimes with anxiety, sometimes people, it's common to have like certain phobias or like, thoughts. And I was just wondering if you had any phobic thoughts or um, anything like that, or thought you felt on top of the world at all, or kind of felt like you were superwoman some days, or,
No, no, not really.
okay. And you said, you haven't had any thoughts of harm or anything like that.
No,
Good. Um, any plans to hurt anyone else or anything like that?
no.
Okay. Um, awesome, Michaela. Well, I would love to continue working with you, and I look forward to working together to see what your goals are. And I think that, as we move along in our session, we'll be able to, have those conversations together. So I'd
Mhm.
love to have your input on that.
Yeah, yeah. I
Awesome.
think that would be good. I think. I'm curious to know what's going on and if it's
Right.
normal and where to go from there.
Absolutely. Yeah. Awesome, Akila. Well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.